Namaste. Welcome to the ninth episode of Saints of India podcast. My sincere thanks to HinduGyanaJagrati.com for graciously allowing me to refer and use the information from their portal while creating this podcast. The content of this podcast has also been created with reference to jalarambapa.com and wikipedia.com. Any omission or commission be graciously pardoned. Among numerous saints of India and specifically from Gujarat, a saint of the 18th century is known across the state. This soul is happy to share with you the life and teachings of Jalaram Bapa. Thakkar brothers, Pradhan and Walji, earn their livelihood by conducting their business honestly and deeply engaged in the conduct of the same. Though much is not known about Waljibai's family, Pradhanbai's family is known in the spiritual circles for giving to this world a spiritual leader. Rajbai, wife of Pradhanbai, was a pious, God-fearing and a religious lady. She found great satisfaction in serving the sons and gurus who visited their place en route to their destinations. 3 sons and 3 daughters were born to the Pradhan Thakkar couple. Once, a sant by name Raghuveer Das Ji visited the Thakkars. As usual, Rajbai served them in all earnestness. Having been impressed with the selfless service of the lady of the house, the sant, Raghuveer Das Ji, while leaving their house, blessed her that the second son will be instrumental in enhancing her service to the saints and the society in large. He also added that the second son will lead a pious life full of devotion and service to all. This second son is none other than Sri Jalaram Bapa. Jalaram Bapa, popularly known as Bapa, was a Hindu saint from Gujarat, India. He was born on 4th November 1799, 1 week after the Hindu festival of Diwali, which is associated with his Ishtadevata, Lord Rama. Jalaram Bapa was born in Virpur, Rajkot district, Gujarat, India in 1799 on the 7th day of Kartika month. His father was Pradhan Thakkar and his mother was Rajbai, as already seen. Thakkar belonged to the Lohana clan. He was a devotee of the Hindu god Rama. Jalaram Bapa was, however, not willing to live a householder's life and continued to take care of his father's business. He was mostly engaged in serving pilgrims, sadhus, and saints. When at 14, Jalaram's marriage was fixed with Praji Samaya Thakkar's daughter Virbai. Jalaram didn't want to get married at all and wanted to become an ascetic. His parents were unrelenting, which forced Jalaram to get married when he was 16 years old. However, he was inclined to completely withdraw from the materialistic life and become an ascetic. Virbai proved to be an asset to him in his works of feeding poor and needy. He separated himself from his father's business, and his uncle Waljibai asked Jalaram Bapa and his wife Virbai to stay in his house. As days progressed, Jalaram was involved most of his time and found great satisfaction in serving the sons and the sadhus. This irritated his father. Many attribute this to be a reason for his separation from his father. Though he stayed away from him, he continued to work with his uncle who had special love for him. His continued service to spiritual people made him more attracted towards the service to them. At this point of time, he realized that he cannot be a family person and at the same time devote his time in the service of sons and sadhus. He wanted to progress in the spiritual path much faster than what he was doing. Jalaram was blessed with Veerbai as his better half. True to the word, she was following the footsteps in every step of Jalaram. In short, for Veerbai, Jalaram's work was hers. With the approval of his parents, he wanted to visit many temples. He went on a pilgrimage. At the age of 18, soon after returning from pilgrimage to Hindu holy places, Jalaram Bapa became the disciple of Bojalram Bhagat of Fatehpur, who accepted him as his disciple. Jalaram was given the Guru Mantra and Japa and Japamala in the name of Rama by his Guru Bojalram. With blessings of his Guru, he started Sadhavrat, a feeding center, a place where all sadhus and saints as well as the needy could have food at any time of the day, similar to what we call today 24/7/365 days. Jalaram and his wife Veerbai carried on the work of Sadhavrat passionately, believing that it was the order of the Almighty. They also believed that since it's the Almighty's order, He would take care of the smooth functioning of Sadhavrat. The place functioned with all the smoothness of a well-oiled machinery. It need to be mentioned that none of the people who came in there to have food ever returned without having food. This continues even today. Jalaram's passion, dedication, and the urge to be in service of the people made Sadhavrat happen. In today's environment, it will be difficult for a single person to conduct this type of service. Determination of Jalaram, one should say, laid the foundation for the smooth operation. One day, a sadhu who came to his house gave him a deity of Lord Rama, forecasting that Hanuman, the monkey god and devotee of Rama, would follow soon. Jalaram Bapa installed Rama as his family deity, and after a few days, a deity of Hanuman appeared out of earth on its own. The deity of Rama's consort Sita and his brother Lakshmana also appeared. Due to a miracle, the container in the house of Jalaram, where grains were stored, became inexhaustible. Later, other devotees and village folk joined him in his work of human welfare. Jalaram's Bapa's fame spread as a divine incarnation. Whoever came to Virpur, whether Hindu or Muslim, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion, were fed by Jalaram. Once a tailor named Haraji, who was suffering from severe stomachache, came to him to get himself cured. Jalaram Bapa prayed to God and Haraji was cured. He fell at Jalaram Bapa's feet and addressed him as Bapa. Since then, he was known as Jalaram Bapa. Soon his fame spread and people came to him to get rid of diseases and problems. Jalaram Bapa would pray for them in the name of Rama and miracles happened. Both Hindus and Muslims became his disciples. In 1822, Jamal, son of a rich Muslim merchant, fell ill and doctors gave up all hope. At that point of time, Haraji told Jamal of his experience. Jamal prayed from his house that if his son is cured of the disease, he would give 40 mounds of grain to Jalaram Bapa for Sadhavrat. His son recovered and Jamal visited house of Jalaram Bapa with cart load of grains and called him Jala or Allah. At one time, God in the guise of an old saint told Jalaram to send Veerbai to serve him. Jalaram consulted her and with her consent sent her with the saint. But after walking some miles and reaching a nearby forest, the saint asked Veerbai to wait for him. She waited, but saint did not return. Instead, she heard an Akashvani stating that it was only a test to test the hospitality of the couple. Before the saint disappeared, he left a danda and jola with Veerbai. Virbai returned home to Jalaram as instructed by the celestial voice with Danda and Joli. This Danda and Joli are still at Virpur and kept on display in a glass enclosure. Jalaram Bapa and Virbai had a daughter named Jamna Ben from their marriage. Jamna Ben's grandson Hariram Bai was adopted by Jalaram Bapa and his direct descendant Giridhar Bapa and now his son Jaisukram Bapa and Raghuram Bapa now head the Gadhi of revered Virpur shrine of Jalaram Bapa. When India had to face the deadly famine, Gujarat was no exception. Jalaram Bapa worked round the clock to feed all those who were suffering and those who knocked at his door. It is natural for all human beings to aspire to be rich and amass wealth, not knowing that nothing would be taken with them when they leave the model structure. They are also self-centered, wanting their kith and kin be safe, healthy and wealthy. But Jalaram was different, who submitted himself for the cause of the society, feeding the sons and the sadhus and the needy. Also having been blessed by the Almighty to cure the sick. He didn't allow any of these to get to his head. All he did was that he took each of the work as ordained by the Almighty Ram and continued in the service of the people. He always gave to the people without expecting anything in return from them. In Samvat 1935, Jalaram's wife Virbai left the mortal coil and mingled with the Almighty. Jalaram was not far behind. One day in Samvat 1937, while in prayers, the soul left for the heavenly abode. Virpur is the birthplace of Sri Jalaram Bapa. The shrine is actually the house complex where Jalaram had lived during his lifetime. The shrine houses the belongings of Jalaram Bapa and the deities of Rama, Sita, Lakshmana and Hanuman worshipped by him. It also has on display the Joli and Danda said to be given by God. But the main attraction is the portrait of Jalaram Bapa. There is also an actual black and white photo of Jalaram Bapa taken 1 year before his death. The temple is one of a kind in the world in a way that it has not been accepting any offerings since 9th February 2000. In modern time, devotees of Jalaram have experienced that if they pray to the saint sincerely, he blesses them and fulfills their wishes. These experiences are known as parchas. They pray to Jalaram Bapa, and if their wish is fulfilled, they do fast and visit a temple on Thursday. Today, there are large followers of Jalaram Bapa who worship him like a god, similar in line with Sai Baba of Shirdi. So far, there is only one book written on Sri Jalaram Bapa's Tales of Miracle by author Chirag Sheth and Yuvraj Sheth, which is available on most online websites. Jalaram Bapa's birthday is celebrated on 7th day Shukla Paksha of the Hindu month of Kartika as Jalaram Jayanti. It falls on the 7th day from Diwali. On this day, devotees are served meal as prasad. There is a huge fair and festival at Virpur on the occasion, and millions of devotees visit Virpur on this day to pay their respect to the saint and have prasad chiefly of khichdi with bundi and popular farsan item katia. The Jalaram Jayanti celebrations are also held at all Jalaram temples spread throughout India and abroad with festivities where devotees participate to pay their respect and have prasad. The idol of Jalaram Bapa is shown as a smiling man holding danda and wearing often a white pagadi with white dhoti kurta. The deities of his patron deities Rama, Sita, Lakshmana and Hanuman are also mostly found along with the cider. Temples of Jalaram Bapa today can be found in several big and small towns across India. Outside India, temples are in East Africa, United Kingdom, United States of America, and New Zealand. Hope you enjoyed listening to the life and works of Sri Jalaram Bapa. If you would like to support this project of mine, you may contribute through patreon.com. The link for the same is available in the description. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.